Hey, my name is Felix. I am a marketer at Inkaloop, and I want to talk about Facebook Shops, the rise of the Facebook Shops platform, and what this potentially means going forward for e-commerce online retail. So first of all, what is Facebook Shops? Essentially, this is a new platform that will allow e-commerce users to create storefronts directly within Facebook and then sell their products, whatever they are, on Facebook-owned channels, Facebook itself obviously, Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. So what are the potential upsides to Facebook Shops? I mean, a really big one to start out the gate with is Facebook Shops will essentially connect users directly to the largest, most accurately targeted and most cost-effective advertising platform in history. This will essentially enable people to potentially completely reduce the current customer journey where they might see an ad on a Facebook platform, scrolling through their Instagram, they'll follow that ad to a website, they might purchase then and there, they might leave the website and then get retargeted elsewhere. With Facebook Shops, they can essentially cut the entire customer journey down to a single interaction, potentially removing any drop-off in the journey between a customer coming across an ad and then converting on a purchase. Aside from that, we have the fact that websites are notoriously very difficult to, or potentially very difficult to build, potentially very time-consuming, and there are a lot of people who will have products, that have ideas that they want to sell, they want to put out there, but they don't have the know-how or the resources, both financially or time-wise, in order to create a website, especially an e-commerce website, which obviously means introducing an additional platform into your website. With Facebook Shops, it'll be a very simple, very templated version of creating your own website, and you can essentially condense the whole process of website creation into what is essentially roughly as complicated as creating a Facebook page, which is something that a lot more people would be comfortable doing. What are the potential downsides of Facebook Shops? Well, as difficult as they are to create, as long as it can take, as expensive as it can be, when you've created a website, your brand essentially has a place on the internet to shout out about their personality and their values. You can share your content, you can share your design, your whole brand ethos. And if it suddenly becomes sort of no longer that necessary or even that financially worthwhile to go through the trouble of creating a website, if you can exist solely within the confines of Facebook, there is potential for a slight diminishment in the uniqueness of the brands that we come across. We might see more and more companies fitting into this quite rigid template that Facebook will have set up. This could be the case, it could not be the case. We could see Facebook Shops being another welcome addition for the repertoire of companies, that they can pick up some easy sales across social media, but then they'll still talk about who they are, they'll still express themselves somewhere else on the internet. It could be that we see companies who do exist solely within Facebook, but they use it and they utilize it in really interesting and innovative ways. Or it could potentially not take off that much, and we'll continue to see things moving along as they are. But those are my thoughts. We want to know what you guys think. If you've got any thoughts, leave some comments. Do you think we're going to see a homogenization of our Facebook ads in our feed? Are we going to start seeing the same thing a lot more often, or are we going to start seeing people expressing themselves in really cool ways on Facebook? Let us know your thoughts, and thanks for your time.